Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's Sekiro Shadows Die Twice video guide, we're going to be continuing with a detailed walkthrough. So last episode we did the abandoned dungeon and we finished off with the Shichimen warrior. We also discovered our path to Senpu Temple, and we also started Dojin's NPC side quest by sending the NPC that was actually sat right here. Today we're going to be continuing to the depth, and you can get there by going from this bonfire idol, the one at the other side of the warrior. I do recommend actually probably going to Senpu Temple before the depth, but we're going to be going to the depth first just so we don't have to backtrack all that much and keep going different places later on. So if you're having trouble in the depths, just go and do Senpu Temple. Senpu Temple will probably be the place we do after the depth, or at least after Mibu Village, because we'll probably be getting to the start of Mibu Village in this episode, because kind of like the way I like to divide these episodes are by named areas, and though Mibu Village is technically part of the depth, it does have its own name. So as we mentioned last episode, this NPC always kind of gives us a clue, and here it just looks like you would fall to your death. But if you do fall down, you get 2 opportunities to grapple. If you miss the first one, don't worry, you will get a second. There's no point of like purposely going down to the second grapple point, because there's no items or anything down there. There will be 2 items here. There will be this last little enemy, just like the enemy in the abandoned dungeon area, if you want to go and kill him. If not, don't worry too much about him. We're just going to quickly go ahead and jump down here. You actually take damage. I'm not even sure if there's a way to stop that or not. Anyway, pick that item up, and we are going to rest at the first idol, which is technically in ASHINA depth area. So from here, we're just going to go down to this area. Now here I kind of recommend doing a thing where what I normally do here is kind of ignore the enemies first, pick up all the items. So there's going to be an item on that hand just there. It's going to be 2 items just here. We will see a mini boss's health bar appear, but I kind of prefer to take him out with a bit of stealth. Make sure you don't miss this item here. Don't stand in the lake too long, if not you will be poisoned. We're going to try and get that item before going anywhere. Just try and keep moving. I mean, if you're this far away, normally the boss won't be that much of a pain. We want to try and get up there if we can first. There's going to be one more item here. But the reason we're coming this way is to get this idol just here, because from this idol you will be able to get a death blow on the mini boss. You probably could get away with it from the other one as well, but I always find this one a lot safer. Plus we do want to pick up all the items from the area. There's going to be these last 2 here. Make sure you get the death blow on this guy. Don't take all that long, or don't let these guys move too far away. If not, the end of the mini boss will see us. Pick up these 2 items here before moving on. That should be, I think that's all the items for this area, if I'm not mistaken. So what we're going to do is we're going to quickly run around here. We probably crouch and do a bit of a stealthy walk around here just to make sure this guy doesn't see you. Now be careful, because even though we do get an easy death blow on him, the enemy that is right next to the start is going to be watching us and can actually shoot us, and that's without counting the other guy. Just watch out for this guy. This guy's, if it's the first, if you're not really used to fighting this type of enemy, it's your first time fighting this, because there is another mini boss and actually a whole area with enemies very similar like this. But if you're doing the same order as I am, and like you haven't really fought this type of mini boss, just watch out. That's the biggest problem attack when you see the red letter. The safest thing is definitely to just back off, jump back, because if he it's actually a grab attack, and if he hits you with that, you're pretty much probably going to die. Now apart from that, all his other attacks are just normal swings that are easy parried, and then when he puts his gun forwards, he's just going to shoot you. He hasn't got really many different types of attacks. But anyway, once he's dead, we're going to get a prayer bead, and the fog will open up. So we don't actually want to jump straight down there. We actually want to head up to our left here. There's going to be a bit of a secret passageway, and up here we're actually going to be, is it here? I think it's probably a bit further forwards actually. Yeah, crouch down, and then there's going to be another secret passageway up here, and up this passageway we're going to find another prayer bead, I believe. I'm sorry if my PS4 seems to be making an incredible amount of noise. I'm not sure, it's been on a while now, and it seems to just be making an incredible noise. So up here we're going to find our prayer bead. Make sure you just hold forwards on the analog stick, or just press walk forwards once you grapple up. If not, you just slide back down, so just watch out for that. Right, it's not going to kill you or anything, you're just going to slide back down to the same place, but it's kind of annoying. Now you want to continue through this path. Just backstab this monkey, and then we're going to pick up the monkey boots that's just here. And here we're going to have a bit of a boss arena, though we're not going to be fighting a boss here yet. If you go straight back up here, that's actually where we just jumped down to take the little secret passage to the left, but don't worry, you haven't missed any items if you take this route. And here we're just going to climb up, and now we are going to come to another area which is called the Hidden Forest. And in my opinion, this is where the game starts to look a bit like Bloodborne, and it's kind of in a good way, obviously. And the game starts to get a bit weird, and that is obviously a good thing as well. So make sure you rest there. I think we do have enough. Yeah, we do have 4 prayer beads. So let's go ahead and get our 4th prayer necklace. Nice there. So this area at the start is going to be filled up with this mist, and it's kind of annoying. It kind of can get you lost if it's your first time here. So what we're actually going to do is, before picking up any items or really doing anything in this area, we're actually going to get rid of that mist. And to do that, you just want to continue past this guy. This guy gives you a bit of a clue of where, I mean, it doesn't give you a clue about it's going to clear the mist, but it does give you a bit of a clue where you're trying to head. And to be honest, if you don't clear the mist, then you can't actually advance in the area, because there's actually going to be like a fake wall blocking and all these really annoying enemies. So, you know, I'm just going to kind of ignore everything just to get the mist out of the way, and then we'll come through it again properly. So we're just going to come over to here, all the way to the wall. I'm going to grapple up onto this, and then jump onto this platform, and then just stick to the right. There is a mini boss here that will be taken care of once we're playing through the area properly. But for now, you just want to stick to the right hand side of the mountain and just grapple around. We may as well pick this item up. Now we are here, and finally you want to jump onto the roof of the temple, and that this is actually the way we are going to make our way inside. Now this enemy is really not, like, it is a kind of, it's not really a mini boss, but you can get a death blow on him, though it's incredibly easy. He obviously doesn't give you like a prayer bead or anything like that, so yeah, it's not really counted as a mini boss, but you do have to kill him, because once you kill this guy, this is actually what's going to make the mist disappear. So yeah, make sure you go ahead and kill this guy. Right, so, you know, just to not make stuff confusing, let's just, if we can, let's go all the way back to the idol where the mist started, and then let's just play through it slowly and get everything, kill all the enemies. There's actually another headless around here. I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, we may as well. I think we're probably just about strong enough to start taking care of the headless, but not 100% sure, because we still haven't gone back and killed the other headless. Maybe we'll do that next episode, or maybe not, I don't know, we'll see. But you should be strong enough to take out a headless now. Right. I'm not going to rest. There's not really much point of resting at the moment. So the first item is going to be on this ledge just below us, easily spotted. There's going to be a few more down bottom, quite a few actually down bottom. Watch out for the goddamn... I always leave these guys alive, but then like this stuff can happen. Like, these guys are really random. Like, they are literally the most annoying thing on the game if they want to be. But yeah, it's going to be one item there. We can hop up here, even though we was going to be coming up here later on to get that. Let's quickly drop down to get these other 3 items. But I'm really not sure. I don't think we should really be fighting, or at least trying to fight the headless yet. At least I don't really recommend fighting the headless yet. So I think we're going to come back to the headless a bit later. We are going to try and sneakily, I'm not sure if that's going to go too well, but we're going to like try and get that item next to him just to clear out the area. But we'll probably come back and kill the headless at a bit of a later point, because I don't think we're strong enough. Yeah, I don't like... We're just going to waste confetti, I think. You could try. You can try and kill him. This one gives you... I can't remember exactly what ability this one gives you. Maybe the stealth one, if I'm not mistaken. This guy could give you the stealth one, if you want to try. But I don't like, as far as damage wise going, because like I said, this area I recommend doing after the Simple Temple. So, you know, it's up to you, but I would not recommend trying. It's not impossible, I wouldn't say, if you got your parries on game. Actually, there is one more item just here, which is actually just above the headless. I kind of wish I didn't have to go all the way around here. You could take this path. This is actually a path that will join up to a bit of a, like where we jumped up before, but we'll be showing you that again in a second without the mist. So yeah, we got all the items there. We went up to where that other chicken was or whatever, picked that item up. Just gonna I was just gonna make sure these guys don't kill us, but you know. Right, so now this area hasn't got the mist in it. There's actually going to be a lot less enemies. There's not going to be any of those really annoying like ghosty type samurais or anything like that. Let's quickly go and get this item here, which is in this hole just in front of the temple. Now we're going to jump across to here. You probably just jump up there, but from here you want to jump and then double jump against the wall to get this item. It's the only way to get this item, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to jump down and stick towards the wall and get this one, which is quite well hidden. Another item down here, another few items actually here. And I think that's it for this kind of part. Maybe there's one up near one of these lights. Yeah, one just here. Now the mist is gone. You could just go out of the area by walking up there. As you can see, the valley's actually open now. There used to be just a big mountain there, which is obviously just an illusion from the mist noble that we killed in the temple. But we do want to go up here first. So this time, instead of going up that way, which is the path we took to get on top of the temple, we're gonna shimmy across here. And this is actually going to take us back to where I just jumped up from the start, where the headless was. Like, remember, I just like literally like a few seconds ago, about a minute ago, I said, you know, we'll be getting from there later on. But yeah, if you continue to just drop down, then you'll be on top of the headless again. I'm going to pick those snap seeds up, and obviously we are going to continue this path, the one we took before, because like I said before, there is actually a mini boss here. So we do want to go and kill him. So this mini boss right here, what we're going to do is try and stick to the right. If possible, don't touch the ground there. Sometimes you get a death blow on this guy. If not, don't worry, but just be really quick to get the death blow on the mini boss, because if you wait too long, he's going to notice us. Now this can be incredibly annoying. Like, just bear with it. This part of the game is one of those parts that are like, you know, these monkeys are literally like, their only existing purpose is to just annoy you. They're just the type of enemy that they just stick a load in with a mini boss or a boss just to annoy you, really. Firecrackers are really good against them though. They'll scare them for quite well, they won't just scare them, not actually like put them pretty much to, you know, they'll allow you to get a death blow on them if you do use firecrackers. I definitely recommend using those. Just remember that we are in an area there, which like I mentioned before, I'd probably recommend going to Simple Temple first, so just don't underestimate anything here. That's the reason we didn't really fight the headless, because we are kind of getting a bit, not too much, like it's not impossible, but it may be a bit harder if you do this area before Simple Temple. And like I said, I do really highly recommend doing Simple Temple before this area, because you can tell, like, these guys, especially this guy, that, and I have really personal issues against these type of bosses. This like specific type of mini boss, kind of like the drunkard guy. I really do have a personal horrible time against them. I really don't know why. They're like quite predictable. It's probably because I don't know. I really don't know. Kind of like the headless, the moveset is very similar, especially like their sword attacks. Yeah, just be very careful. Hopefully we should get him. I mean, we're struggling. We are struggling. Just keep it at that. I'm struggling badly. Yep. I'm not on point with my parries or anything today, that's for sure. But he's basically dead, so we should get him. There we go, finally. Whew. Hopefully you guys do better with that type of enemy. I really hope you do. Right, so we get that item. We do, it's worth it because we do get a prayer bead. This time we're actually going to stick to the bottom path because that way we can get this item. And you can actually just grapple onto the same tree as if you did take the top path. So, yeah. Let's take this path, and this is where we were. Remember, we picked this as the item we picked up when the mist was still here. We grappled across here to get to the temple. So this time we're just going to drop down because we're not interested in the temple. This time we are going to pick this item up, and this is the wall that was actually blocking, like there's a massive mountain here before blocking our path because of the mist noble. Make sure you don't miss that. So this time we're just going to walk straight through it, and we are going to be very close now to Mibu Village. Pick this item up, and we're going to go down here. Now here you can grapple onto the tree in front of us, or you could like kind of do a bit of a skip here by jumping over there and swinging on that. It's kind of the same thing, like it's not like a horribly long path anyway, but yeah, it's completely up to you. So there's no items around here either, so it really is up to you. So let's just hop down here, and this is going to be the start of Mibu Village. So we are going to leave this episode here, like I said before, because Mibu Village does have its own named area, and I like to keep the episodes divided like that. So yeah guys, like I keep saying, if you've got any questions or if you've got any suggestions, please let me know in the comments. And yeah, if I obviously did happen to miss something same wise, just leave them in the comments. So hopefully it's helpful guys. If it was, please go like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time guys. If this guide was helpful, please consider joining as a member by using the join button or using the link in the description. This will support the channel, allowing me to get even more games to do, even more video guides. Thanks for the support. Take care guys.